What aperture should you use when you're shooting weddings? Welcome back to day 11 of 100 Days to Mastering Wedding Photography. I always get asked, what's the best aperture for shooting weddings? And the answer is, all of them. There's no perfect aperture for shooting weddings. Your aperture is just one of three settings in the exposure triangle, which will determine the overall exposure of your image. Your aperture is measured in f-stops and ranges from f1.2 all the way up to f22, and it controls the amount of depth of field in your image. So your f-stop will change multiple times throughout the day in accordance to the amount of detail or the amount of creative expression you want in any given image. So if you're shooting the couple together or maybe solo and you want that more shallow depth of field so that you can get that buttery bokeh in the background, then you might want to opt for an f-stop around 1.2 to 2.8. If you're photographing groups and you want to be sure that everybody's in focus, then you might opt for something around f5.6 to 7.1. Then if you're shooting an image where you want detail all the way through, maybe for an environmental portrait, then you can be upwards of f9 or maybe even higher, but none of these are hard and fast rules. It's completely up to you. Just understand that your aperture will be based on your personal photography style and relative to your ISO and your shutter speed, which we'll talk about in upcoming videos.